Hello, happy Wednesday and welcome to my next R2-D2 video. Now I know a couple of you pointed out something that I did miss last week. I missed that out on purpose because it was already going to be quite a long video and I wanted to do more of the testing and more of the attaching in this video. So I know I missed it out, but you are going to see it in this video. Also, the eagle-eyed amongst you would have noticed that 85 is missing. The card is there, but it's missing. That is because, in the interest of time, I went ahead and I did it because we've roughly seen this process, let me think, about 1 billion times now. I might be exaggerating. But yeah, well, you get a silver part, you get a blue part, and you attach them all together with screws. And then this silver shoulder part is just loose for now. It's just a part of the body, which we've seen before, and I didn't want to spend time on it because we've done it before. Check out previous videos for that if you did miss it. What I do want to spend a lot of the video on is these blue arms here, which we have here, and getting them moving and getting them working. So the first part you'll need is one of the arms. You will need BP50. You can see it's just there, BP50, LBP50. That is what you need. You also need a double crank and a little peg like that to start off with. So the hole at the end has these unusual slots, and you need to make sure that you slot this peg in that way so it goes all the way through there like that. So it pushes through and you've got this little knobbly part at the end there, pushes through there like that. You then need to get the crank, and the crank has a hole in for you to push that knobbly part in there like that, and then you screw it down into that hole there with one of the black screws. It just fell apart, but that's okay because it gave me a chance to get my screw and put that on there, and then just screw this in there like that, making sure it's all the way down. It's nice and easy to screw in, which is good. Sometimes the plastic parts of this model is a little difficult, so make sure that's nice and tight there. There we go. So that is solidly attached now. That is moving as one piece. Let me zoom out a little bit. So that is moving as one piece there like that. That is for BP50. BP51 is the other blue arm, which we have here. You'll also need these pieces, which is a single hinge or single crank, and also another one of these pegs. The peg goes in exactly the same way as before. Push it in there like that. Push it so it catches, and then with that little tab goes over that hole there, and you just screw it down in there. Oops. Like so. This one is a little more fiddly to get in. And we'll just do this off camera just to get it really tight, and it is really tight now. So we have these two arms. I'm not sure which way they go around, but yeah, those two arms there looking like that. Put these aside just for the moment, and we'll be using these pieces next, which make up the clutch for the arms. So the way that these go in is you get this part here with this jagged teeth area. You get this spindly part and you just push it into the holes there like that. It doesn't matter what angle it's in because it will all be aligned in future. So yeah, just push it in there like that. I'm going to try and get the arms as straight as I can. And when I say arms, I mean this little parts here. Get them as accurate to this part as I can. But like I say, it doesn't really matter. And then we get this silver part, which I just dropped. Where's that gone? Where has it gone? Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, right. Yeah. And we put that on there like that. And then we attach the clutch together just with two screws going in the top here. One and two, and I'm just going to tighten them off camera, and then that's on there like that. all nicely tightened. You then need to get this part, which has this pattern here. So you just pop that on there like that, and then you screw that down as well, just in the top here. Nice and simple. So it goes down, and it'll look like that when it's all down there. Just moving my screws aside. So that is how the clutch is looking so far. We now need to attach more parts to the clutch, namely these two parts here. They look a bit like bones. One slightly smaller one, one bigger one. And to attach them, you use these little pegs here. So you push the peg in through the bottom. No. So yeah, you push it in. Oops. Like so. It's really quite tough to push them in, actually. Why can't this go in? You do push them in this way, promise. I'm not making it up. It's just a little fiddly to do. Crikey. It's because my hands are a bit sweaty because I've been doing lots of screwing. Let me just do this off camera, be right back. And here are the pegs all in. That took a lot of work to do. And what I found basically is a good technique is if you get the peg, put the peg down there and then get the whole of the thing and push down that way. So you've got table or flat surfaces, flat surface to do the work for you. But that is what it looks like now with the pegs all in, and you can turn this as well to get the pegs in that way. Now I went ahead and I put in pegs on either side of these two bone parts, but what you need to do to attach these bone parts to this is just push, let's turn this out of the way, and then push this down, but this peg also needs to go down as well. So this peg goes up. Sorry about the cut there. I had a little problem with the audio. It is all resolved now. Yeah, as you can see, while I didn't realize I had an audio problem, I went ahead and I fixed this together. So what I was saying is this peg goes up there and down into this one. The shorter of the pegs gets attached to the bigger of the arms. Okay, so this short bone piece there goes into this upper arm, and the longer one goes to the shorter arm, and it kind of looks like a bit of like a monster, like a oh, I know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of salad fingers. Do you remember salad fingers? Gross. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so with them done, as you can see, let me just show you, because of this extra part here, they are sat at different levels, and that is exactly how we're going to put them onto the main body. So we get the lower one, and we just push it, just push it in there like that. Come on. And then we get the upper one and we push it like that. Oh, crikey. Oh, don't break, don't break, don't break, please don't break, please don't break. Oh, it broke. No, that's okay. Let's get this blue part in place first then. And then I'll reattach that peg. Okay. There we go. Let's get this peg here. Just reattach it. Oh man, it's going to be tough to do now. There you go. Okay, that's reattached. Good. And that blue one isn't yet in position. Oh, it's getting there. I'm sure there's an easy way of doing this. Maybe if this wasn't folded up. Okay. Okay, yes, there we go. And that one's in position. Okay, so if we go around here, yes, look at that. That is what I'm talking about. That's what it looks like. Brilliant. And these will open motorized, so that is pretty cool. Of course, they'll flop around now because I haven't fully attached everything down. So to attach it down to the back, we need to get these two pieces here. RBP49 goes on the right hand side as you look at it, so that piece will go on here like that, fit in that gap there, and then this one will go on to the side, just there like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and screw those pieces down. There we go. So that is all secure. And then if we open these up, which I really like, you'll see that the protective part actually looks white as well. So you can kind of see the white underneath those parts as well. It's a little bit of a shame that there's not actually any mechanical parts like in the doors. That they are just white. But it's not going to bug me too much, I don't think. Like I say, it's going to be very rare that I do see this open, probably just to show off and then just to show people rather than show off. But yeah, shame that there isn't any detailing. I don't know what it's like in the on the real thing. Again, real thing being relative, but yeah, just a little observation there. Right, now to make this part all sit in place so it doesn't all move about like that, we need to attach the motor. So the motor, just move this aside for now, comes in 3 parts. These 2 are blue parts here. Just zoom in so you can actually see them, and then the actual motor itself attached to its power source. Looking very nice indeed. So what you need to do is you need to get this, is it this part? Yes, this part here, and just align the motor so that this part sticks through the hole there. And when that is done, you need to screw the motor to the blue parts with these 2 tiny screw holes there, using tiny countersunk screws. They're very, very small, and it shouldn't be too much problem to fit in there like that. Yeah, no problem at all. Good, good. I'll just do the other one, and won't take long at all. Just pop that in there. There we go. So that is the motor attached to its blue casing, which is very cool. Just make sure that these are tight. They are. And then what we need to do is encase the casing with more casing. So just pop that on there like that, and we screw it down just on the center, just in the center holes. Don't screw it down anywhere else yet, because that will be used to attach it to the main body of R2-D2. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. There we go. That is all screwed in. I like how they made this part blue. They didn't have to, because it's on the interior. They didn't have to make it blue at all. They could have made it white, because we're not going to see it. Oh, I guess it's pretty good actually for highlighting it. Highlighting that this is where the motor is. That's probably why they did that. Right, so that is the motor encased in its casing. Let me just check the instructions a second. Because, yeah, okay, the spindle is loose. It doesn't really matter where the spindle goes. It is just loosely fitting there. You see there's a little hole there and a little hole here for the motor. You just push the motor. Oh, I see. It's not a full circle. Once again, we have a little bit cut out there. And a little bit cut out there. So that is the way it needs to go in, like that. But that is on the wrong way around. So if I turn this like that, then the spindle is all ready, he says, to go and fit or behave. It's not wanting to behave at all. I wonder if I've put the arms on the wrong way, because this isn't wanting to push down. I probably have, knowing me. I probably have put, yeah, that's not sitting right at all. So if I just pull, I don't know what, I couldn't tell you what went wrong there. I changed the arms over and then that didn't work, and changed them back again and it seemed to work. But yeah, they are shut now as they should be, and this motor is in place. It just needs to be screwed down, which I'm going to do now. And that is the motor all installed. which means that these arms are all installed. There's only one more thing left to do with this main body part in this video, and that is to test the motor to make sure that these arms open. So to do that, we bring back all this circuit board machinery that we looked at last time. Batteries in the power pack, of course. And then what we need to do is we need to get the motor cable, which is this one here, and plug it into this socket here. Just show you. So we got this wire going in here. We need to plug it into there, just like. Oops, I hope it was the right way around. Just like that. So that is all plugged in. Turn on the battery pack, and then all those lights come on, which you missed, but they all come on just like last time. Okay, so if we press S2, there's two little switches here, S1 here and S2. I have to flip this up. Right, so if I press S2, nice, you see that those arms, this is the first time I'm doing it, and that was very cool. You see that those arms open like that, and it's got a really nice little mechanical wiring on the motor. I'm not sure you can hear it on camera, but it is very, very cool. And then if I hold S1, it closes like that. I mean, if you keep holding S1, it still closes and it causes that clicking. So don't do that. Just do it till they close. Do it till they close. So hold S2, and then hold S1. Fantastic, loving that, and I'm really glad that the motor does work and those arms work. So that is the end of this little section for the time being. But don't put away even all these motor parts, all these circuit boards, because you will need them for the next section. And the next section deals with all of the metalwork that we need to do. So remember last time that we built this circle? What I should have done is attach the circle to the top of this little R2-D2, the R2-D2 body. So I'm going to readjust the camera and screw that in now. Here we have that all done. Sorry about this untidy background. I have got lots of stuff left over from the Thunderbird 2 build, which I do need to put away, but I'm running out of room in the man cave, so it's a little untidy. Sorry about that. But yeah, I've just screwed in these two holes there. There was little pegs that went through these holes, and then these screwed down, and then this is screwed into this bar here, so it looks like that when it's all done. I just want to make sure that I have attached it the right way. I have, yeah. So we have the wires from the motors coming down, and then these black parts are on top. And so we need to get one of these wires to test it out on the battery box. Now you can't really see the battery box, but it is down here. All you need is this section, the little test section, and the cable to test it goes into this little plug here, like so. And you see all those lights light up like that. That green light is the one that we want to pay attention of, because if we cover something on the motor, the green light should go off. And it's not. That is a bit worrying. I wonder why that is. Bear with me just a second. Oh, it's because, okay, it's not that it goes here. It needs to go in between these two parts here. If it goes in between here, that is when it should go off. So if I put something in between there, it should, in theory, go off. Okay. What I need to get is, there we go. What about scissors? Trying to find something that will go in between the sensors. Okay, right. I think I've got it. So this is connected to this sensor here. So if I put something in the middle of these things, you see the green light goes out. That is what we want to happen. That is working perfectly. And we just need to test the other sensor. So let's turn this off. Unplug this bit here, which is a little tough to do. Well, that was a right pain in the bum, but I finally got it out. There it is. This is the one that I just took out. And I put the other one in now. So if I turn it all on, you see you've got the green light going on here. And then if I just put something in between this sensor here, you'll see this one goes out as well. So it all works. It's all good. I'm happy with that. That's very cool indeed. So I'm just going to take this cable off. Oh, this one came out really easily. That was very bizarre circuit board. I'm going to put the circuit board away safe, and when I've done that, I'll be right back with you. And I am back. Sorry that this last part of the video has been very disjointed. It's just dealing with wires and making sure stuff doesn't break. It was a bit stressful, but we are at the final thing now. The final thing left to do on this video is attach these. Now, we got these parts many issues ago. I can't remember. I think it was around the 60s we got these. We got these two shoulder joints. We're attaching them now onto the main frame, and the way we do that is really simple. You've got the pin and screw method here. So we've got 4 pins, one there, one there, one there, one there, and then these 4 screw holes. And then if you see here, we have 2 big circles, or 4 big circles, there and there and there and there, and then 2 little ones, which is where we will attach the pins. So it goes in there like that, so that this cutout jointy part here faces towards the cable side. That is what you need to do. I'm just going to take that out in a second just to show you what to do with the screws, because they are slightly different. You need to get these 2.58mm screws, but you also need to attach it with a washer on there like that. And that is how you screw them in. Now, I'm not going to screw them on camera because of the washer. I might lose them, and there is a limited amount, and because of the angle of the frame. So I'm just going to screw in the shoulder joints, and when I've done that, I'll be right back with you. And here we have the shoulder joints all screwed in. So we've got this one on this side with the cutout facing or angled slightly towards the wireway, and exactly the same there. That is because R2-D2 will be a bit like that, with the arms like that, and it'll be trolling around like that. So that is how we leave the framework at the end of this video. Sorry again that it has been a bit bitty. It's just, you know, the weekday madness. More calm videos coming, or a more calm video coming on Sunday in the usual time. So I hope you'll join me for that. Until then, guys, take care. Bye bye. I just want to thank my patrons. Without you guys, this video would not have been possible and this channel would be dead, so thank you very much.